With that, Nurse Mathers leaves the ward and leaves you all alone in the room.
I'm gonna kind of like scoot to the edge of my bed and look over to Wendy and Ed and say, "The fuck happened to you?"
I don't know. There's no way that was...
Did anybody see I don't know how to ask the questions that I want to ask.
Were we abducted by weird things that paralyzed us? Because yes.
Yeah.
What they do? What do you?
All I remember is a knife being jabbed into my stomach.
They cut him open.
Ow.
They cut him open. They cut you open, and they took something out. And then
I
they
got cut open.
And I'll like, can I try to pull the bandage off?
Yeah, you can unravel it.
I'm gonna unravel it. Is there anything on my head?
Yeah. So on your head looks like just like a slit, but it's not sewn. It's just a slit.
It's not sewn?
They
No.
just left it open.
Is it
bleeding?
Nope.
Oh, God.
I don't understand the slit. I just remember
You
an
notice
ice pick.
the room gets a little brighter when you took the
It gets
bandage
brighter
off.
when I took the
Oh.
fucking bandage off.
Yeah.
You should try opening it.
I don't want to open it.
What?
I don't think I want to open it.
Okay, I have a question, Dave.
Mhm.
I have a skill in science. Could I use that here to figure out what
do you want to know?
I want to know
How-
what the fuck.
It's about this big.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? It's about this big. Is the first thing you notice. Secondly, you notice is that's fucked up. There's
Okey-doke.
no known medical or scientific thing that would cause something like that to happen.
Outside of character, I have an idea.
Yeah.
I feel like that person from like Teen Wolf that had like an eye in their brain.
What happened to you guys?
Yeah.
Nothing. Well. I just kind of start like looking like
Well, yeah, we're.
over my whole body.
Is there anything wrong with us?
No, you guys are fine.
You're not acting like nothing happened.
All right. Well, so you may have noticed we weren't exactly in this ward last night. I was gonna ask the nurse if they routinely move patients in the middle of the night without their knowledge or consent.
The answer's probably no.
No, we went to the morgue. Apparently, the morgue, the different morgue, not this morgue.
It was, but it also wasn't this morgue. We were
Yeah.
in this hospital, but it was different. It was different. Do I still have the cord? Do I still have the
No.
cord?
No, that's gone.
Were there random hallways that went nowhere?
there was a lot of them. Everything was wood. The floor was wood.
But it was also old.
Really big thing. There was this thing in the morgue. It was about 9 feet tall, and it was like two eyes. And that was it. And it had this really weird sound. And then I woke up. I woke up here now.
There was also something outside of the doors that I didn't know what it was, but it was there and it existed, and I don't think it was going to let us go or let anyone in.
Yeah, something keep in front of the doors to get out. There was like a shadowy, just like a weird, don't look over here. Woo.
So if we I don't think we can ever sleep again.
I think we should probably, Bobby,
I think we
I'm
should
very
go.
sorry, but I think we should go with Bobby's idea of leaving.
I want to go to the old ward.
I want to leave. I'm pretty sure if we stay here another night, we're going to die.
Is it still blizzarding out?
I don't
Yes.
care.
Yes. Okay.
I would rather take my chance out there than be wheeled into another operating theater.
Was it clean?
No.
Oh.
It was.
There were people watching. Lots.
Sorry.
But they weren't people.
What?
I wouldn't call them people. There were things watching.
There were these things, but they were people, but they weren't people. They looked wrong, and they put a ice pick through my head, and then I don't remember anything else.
All I know is a knife went through my gut, and here I am.
Wait, did they give you a they didn't give you a lobotomy, did they?
I don't know. I'm still
was
talking.
here.
I'm still talking.
Okay.
So
Yeah. it was-
I don't know. The room seems a little brighter.
Did the room get bright for like all of us or just
Just
Wendy?
me.
Just Wendy.
Okay.
Is there anything in my knowledge of a cult that sounds similar to any of this that I've come across at any point in time?
I mean, yeah, but like, it doesn't seem like it could be the case. But like, having a based on just looking at her, like, having a third eye is brought up a lot in occult things.
Hey, Wendy, close your eyes. It's okay. No one's gonna touch you. I can't get out of bed or I might die.
I won't scream. I might die.
Does anything sound or different? Can you see anything?
Here's what
No,
you
with
do
your eyes
notice when you
closed.
close your eyes is that it doesn't feel like your eyes are fully closed.
Hate it.
Like, you can still see, you know how, like, if you peek just a bit, like, through your eyes like this, it's almost like that's still
Blurry.
going on. No, just like there's a small sliver of sight
Like a
still.
squint.
Like
Yeah.
a slit.
Oh God. I'm gonna do something and it's probably not gonna be great.
Oh no!
Yeah!
You definitely have a third eyeball.
Oh my God.
When you see through it, it causes you to hurt a lot, so you have to take 1 health to open it.
I just
and
start screaming.
You can't fully understand what you're looking at when you're seeing through it. Like, everything looks very weird. It's almost like you're seeing all time happening at the same time. And like you see the nurse looks like a human centipede of like motion. Like, she came into the room, she did that. You see where she's gonna go in the future. You see all of you getting up and leaving. You see the nurses from the night before coming in and stuff. But all of them seem like blurs of like lines and everything like that. If you'd like, you can focus it on certain things, but it will cost you health to use.
Okay.
My cat just walked in the room and the door squeaked and I about pissed my pants. Wendy, that's not normal. Wendy,
Oh yeah, everybody take like a fuck ton of stability tests, because I haven't been making you do that. Probably should have last night. But
Okay. All of us have to roll?
yeah, because that's fucked. I want to say this one is gonna be you will lose 4 if you fail, and you need to pass 4.
So I have 3 stability left.
well,
That's fair. You have a third fucking eye.
Yeah. No, I'm clutching my handbag to my chest and I am rocking and hyperventilating and
Fair.
about to lose my shit.
I have a reassurance skill.
You
Is
can
that
use
something
that.
can I use that with
If
Wendy
you want to spend
slash
a
the
point,
group?
yeah. If you want to spend a point, I'd say you would actually give her some stability back.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
I think that Roberta would probably roll over. How many beds away is Wendy? Is it Bobby, Roberta, Ed, Wendy?
I think it's like 2 on one side, 2 on the other.
Yeah, I think
okay.
it's me and Ed on one side and then you and
Yeah.
Bobby on the other side.
Got it. So Roberta will kind of get to the edge of her bed. Did I say Roberta? I don't know what I am anymore. Okay,
You are Roberta. You're good.
great. Wendy,
Yeah.
I want you to look at me.
Mhm.
Okay. I want you to will you breathe with me for a minute? We're gonna breathe together. Can we do that? Will you do that
Okay.
with me? Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna take a really big breath in. You're gonna hold it just for a second, and you're gonna breathe it out. And let's do that a few more times.
Off in the corner, Bobby's doing the same exact thing. And I want to spend my point of reassurance to also do the exact same thing, but to myself.
That's fine. I'll allow that.
Okay.
That's funny.
Just
I
like
think I
sitting like balled up in a, it's just like a little tiny ball.
I think I want to throw
It's
up.
gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay.
So-
I'm gonna live.
Well, I think while they're doing that, I want to check out my wound.
Okay, so when you undo the bandages, you just notice that there's just a gash across your stomach, but it's been sewn shut.
Hmm.
Do I take a stability back?
You got a big eye in your stomach. No. Just,
Well,
It's Quato from Total Recall.
also, just something seems wrong down there. Your mechanisms. Something wrong with it. Don't worry about
There's
it.
something wrong with this junk.
Something wrong with
Something wrong with your pee-pee.
Your peen.
I'm you know what? I'll get up to privately go into the bathroom.
Just blood.
Oh.
They ca-
Oh.
they cut
Did
it
they
off?
take it?
Oh.
Oh no,
Is it
it's still
gone?
there. It just
Oh.
feels it just feels empty.
Which part?
What does that mean?
He would know.
What does that mean?
Oh my god, they took his fucking balls. His sack is empty.
Did you get neutered?
Oh no.
I think it's beyond neuter.
They took his testes. They took his testes. That's what it was. The two things that were smaller, they took his testes.
Oh no.
Oh,
Wow.
buddy.
Wow.
Woof
Wow.
No kids for you.
Wow. Wow.
From
Oh,
the top, too. There was a much easier route of entry for that.
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah, they went from the gut.
The gut region.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Can I also take this time to figure out why I have a bandage around my abdomen? Because I was not privy to this information.
You have what feels like a dull pain and just same. It's kind of the same slit, just in your thing, but nothing feels missing on you. Let's put it that way.
Okie dokie. Bobby from their curled up position will say, I wanna point out to everyone that weird thing that Gavin said about, an eye, and then you have an eye, and that's just really funny to me. I don't think it's really funny. Like,
Anything wrong with your hands?
My hands?
Well, I'm just wondering. Just look at them. I'm just asking you to look at them. They look fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because why not just have a fucking eye in the middle of my forehead? My whorehead?
my forehead! Oh no!
So just to kind
Freudian
of keep
slip.
the game chugging along, because
Yeah.
right now it's kind of a sandbox moment. You guys have the ability to kind of do a couple of things for the day. You have some leads. If you'd like some recommendations, I can give you.
I have one question. How much stability was regained from that reassurance puddle?
Oh, just one each.
Great.
I'm up to 4. Up to 4
Awesome.
stability.
Hey, me too.
I'm
A man?
well, I'm gonna go demand to see the doctor that performed the operation. Go to the nurse's station.
Ooh.
It's a nurse you haven't seen before. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, I need to see Haverly, Dr. Haverly.
I don't think he's in the office right now. We can give him a page and make sure that he gets in soon.
Yeah, hurry him up.
Okay, will do. And you see them typing away on their computer, and they actually pick up the phone and call. So they leave a message, is what it sounds like. But yeah.
And then
And it also costs you 1 health, I want to say, to leave. Oh, no. You already spent the health to get up, right?
yeah, I already spent the health to
you're
check
fine.
my.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm also going to see about getting into the morgue.
Into the morgue?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I mean, that you can do that. Would anybody like to do anything else? We can kind of, like, jump back and forth. You don't have to take off your headphones for this part, but yeah, we can, what else would everybody else like to do? You could just rest. You don't have to do anything today.
Ooh,
And I can tell you what your options are if you want to know them.
Sure would like to know if there's a way to get out.
I would like some
Probably not.
options, please, so Doctor.
Well, as far as your leads go, you could potentially go to Ward 4 and talk to the people up there to figure out if they knew anything about Gavin Langley, because he seems to be the center of this. Ed's got a good idea about going to the morgue, because you guys said you saw something in the morgue. You could go to the old wing, investigate this library. You could even check out the doctor's offices to see if there's anything weird in the doctor's offices. I'm trying to think of what other options are. Those are probably your best options at the moment. The abandoned wing, doctor's offices, Ward 4, or even a hospital records might have some information. Those are some good leads.
I sure would like to not be left alone. So please, I will go anywhere. Just don't leave me here by myself. I don't know if people are leaving.
They're already all gone. Oh no.
I'm just sitting there by myself.
No.
I'm also gonna wrap my head back up.
That's probably a good idea. It hurts to kind of leave it off for too long.
It's fucking painful.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wrap it back up. Okay. Well, sure would like to get out of here, but if that's not an option, sure would like to make sure this stops. I don't want you all to figure out what this feels like. This isn't great.
I'm guessing that Bobby and I are up next, so we may.
I sure don't like that.
Sure, I don't want that to happen for you either. Let's try and not do that.
Did you have any anesthesia or any?
Nope, sure didn't.
So you felt it.
Sure did. Yep. The only thing they did is they paralyzed you so you couldn't move, but you sure could feel it. You sure could.
Oh.
It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Yeah.
I am gonna go to the old wing, to that library.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Yep. That. Yep.
You're gonna try and go to the old wing as well?
Yeah. Yep.
Guess
Yep. You wanna come?
yeah,
You wanna come?
Mm-hmm.
We can find Ed. You wanna go with Ed? You can just go wherever you want.
Okay. I will spend my health to get out of bed.
Okay. Yeah, if anybody's getting out of bed, spend that health.
I'm at 4-4.
And we'll go with Ed first. So everybody can leave their headphones on for this part. No need to just constantly be jumping around with headphones. Unless if you want to take a break, yeah, go for it. So Ed, you kind of make your way over to the morgue. You notice that there's a nurse standing at the end of the hall, kind of checking a clipboard? I don't know why I keep saying clipboard. But they're checking thing, but they are within kind of eyesight of the morgue door.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go for the door.
You just go in. She
Yeah,
is so distracted that you made a good call. She didn't even notice you walk in. You just walked in like you were supposed to be in there, and you just did it right. So what you see within eyeshot of the door the second you get in. First of all, there's no doctors or anything in here, so you're good. But secondly, there is a body on a stretcher directly within eyesight. They're completely underneath the blanket.
You know, I'll lift it up. We'll go
You
to
lift it up, and it is Gavin Langley, and you notice that Bobby is a liar. Everything about Gavin's body looks perfectly fine. He looks like a person that died of, what's it called? A drug, miscommunication.
There's no damage to his neck.
He has absolutely no damage to his neck, no damage to his chest or anything. His hands are still bandaged, but they are like this over his chest. Or actually just down at his sides. They don't put people like mummies on a fucking stretcher.
I'm gonna touch his neck and just kind of examine to see if there's any kind of
Nope.
cover up or nope, just feels
Looks
natural.
great.
What?
Looks great.
No. All right. Are there any papers, charts, anything I can?
There is his chart, which looks like it repeats the same information that you've seen before. This one is handwritten, however. It says, it's typed up what's wrong, what happened to Gavin in his autopsy report and everything like that. Oh, he does have, like, the usual autopsy scar to figure out what happened to him and everything. But as far so you get a signed sheet of paper that says it's signed by Dr. Haverly.
Okay, so still Haverly,
Mm-hmm.
but no actual damage. Okay. Is there anything else? Any other bodies? Any other paperwork?
No, everything else seems up to code. Maybe Bobby was just overreacting.
Maybe.
They are a stupid kid.
I do have an issue with pumpkin.
With that, we'll cut back to the other team. Were you all going together to the old wing?
Are we all? I think Roberta would say, well, you two could come with, or you could go. Perhaps you could get information from the patients.
Wendy, why don't you go with Roberta? I'll go upstairs. So I want to see if someone saw the threatening of our friend.
Way to describe it. Sure. If that's okay with you, Roberta.
Roberta holds out her hand to hold yours.
Oh, I was gonna ask you. She very willingly takes the hand. I was legit gonna ask you.
I also want to say that Bobby absolutely brought their skateboard with them.
Hell yeah.
Hell
They're not
yeah.
riding
How are
it
you
right
gonna
now,
find clues if you can't do a kickflip?
I'm gonna
Monsters
over
can't
some
catch
dead
me
bodies.
if I'm gonna skating like a pro.
Like fucking Tony Hawk over here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so with that, I guess we'll do Bobby first. Bobby's misadventures first. So you wanted to go up to Ward 4 where Gavin was being held?
Yes, please.
They're on the 3rd floor? Okay, it is a 3-floor hospital, by the way. That's the top. Okay, so you reach Ward 4, the psychiatric ward. You find a relatively normal common room with a series of bedrooms off to each side. There is a kind of like a gate and just an old man he's kind of reading a book sitting at a desk as he's supposed to be watching over the psychiatric ward.
Hey.
He drops his book and he's like, hi, can I help you?
Can I go in?
Do you have an appointment? You supposed to be here? Do you have an assignment?
Yeah, school assignment.
We don't just let people into psychiatric ward for school assignments. You're gonna need do you have an actual doctor's note saying you need to go into this ward?
I mean, Dr. Drake said there was somebody in there that we're supposed to talk to.
Dr. Drake said?
Yeah.
I can give the nurses station a call to confirm that?
I mean, you could. Or, you could not do that. And this can be like a cool secret that we have. I want to try to ping this negotiation skill that I have. Try to negotiate my way inside of this here psych ward.
So you wanted to use a point in it?
I can use a point. Yeah, I can use a point if I need to.
How many points does it have?
I only have one.
Only one? Okay, so you use a point and it's just like...
Listen, I'm
Are
not
you
gonna.
bored? Is that it? Is that what's going on here?
I
Are you
mean,
bored?
yeah.
I see that you're a patient. He points to the wristband on your... He's like, okay, I mean...
Listen, what am I gonna do?
They're all cool people in here. Just be cool. You can
just wanna
probably
meet
make
new
a
people.
friend.
Yeah. Totally.
Be cool, and I won't have anything.
Have you seen me?
You're pretty cool. Just be in and out in an hour. I won't bug you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He picks his book back up, and he's just like, remember, I'm watching, so don't pull any shit, okay?
What's he reading?
He's reading In the Orbit of Sirens by T.A. Bruno. It's a hell of a book.
It's a damn good book.
That was the perfect plug. Which you can buy now on Amazon.com.
It has a 5-star rating. You should really, really get on
This
that.
is
that
really
train.
good.
That was really good.
Okay, and with that, so yeah, you walk into this common room. And there's a series of rooms off to the side, most of which are empty, because again, Our Lady's Hospital does not have very many patients right now. It's basically like you guys and then the 2 people that are staying in Ward 4, and then like maybe 3 other people that aren't like part of the story or anything like that. So you notice that Psych Ward only has 2 patients. One hangs out in the room. The paper sheet outside of her door says that her name is D. David. And the other one seems to be a man that is a bit more unhinged, and he's watching television in the common room. He occasionally looks confused and seemingly is always sighing.
Okay. Okay. I want to go back to the office guy, the ward keeper. I just want to like tap.
Yes.
Where did that Gavin guy stay when he was here?
Oh, come on.
I don't want to see his room. I just want to. I like heard.
I mean,
weird shit about
he
it.
stayed in here, but his room's been mostly cleaned out.
Can you point to which one? I'm not gonna go in.
His
honest.
name's on the door still. We haven't taken
Is
it
it still
off.
okay?
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to,
avoid it, okay? No,
Yeah,
it's there.
no,
Don't go in
no,
there. Respect the
yeah.
dead, okay?
Yeah.
Be
I'm
cool, Bobby. Goes back to
where
reading
is
his
the-
book. He's like, this is a good one.
Yeah, 5 out of 5. Where is Gavin's room in relation to D. David's room?
It's across. So like imagine the
So they
common
would've seen
room's
each other?
this. Gavin's room is probably like here. David's is like maybe here. And
Okay.
then the other guy's room is probably here. All the other rooms, there's rooms literally all around it, but all of them are empty besides those 3.
Okay, and you said that the sighing guy in the common room, or is he in his room?
The sighing guy's in the common room. He's just on the couch
Okay.
watching TV.
Okay. We'll go over to that guy.
Okay.
And I'll just if there's like if he's like sitting on a couch or something, I'll just kind of like walk over. What is he watching?
He is watching cartoons, just something to make him feel happier. And he looks over his shoulder as he sees you approaching, and he kind of stares off to the side and looks exhausted. And he's like,
What's up?
I know you, right? No, you're new. No?
I mean, we can fix that, and I'll sit down next to him.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Bobby.
I'm Jared. Jared Lynx. But you knew that already, right?
I actually didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he just kind of turns back to the TV and starts watching. Who are you again?
I'm Bobby.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you.
Yeah. Actually, we're like really. I wish I had caught up with you. Actually, it's been a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jared, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. All right, Jared. Didn't we know someone else who was like kind of hanging out around here? There was this other guy, right? This Gavin guy. Did you know him?
Gavin.
Yeah.
He's new.
He like stayed in that room over there, right?
Yeah, he's the German guy. With the book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, he's gone. Yeah. He's not here anymore. They got him. No.
Oh, dang, who got him?
I can't remember. It was... No, I don't know. I can't talk about it.
Was it the Mafia?
No, it wasn't that.
Was it the Boogeyman?
Yeah. No.
Whoa.
That wasn't it. That can't be it.
Was it a 9-foot tall shadow that had 2 eyes and sounded like a weird gravelly recorder?
He kind of he looks at you like really wide-eyed and gets like visibly scared by you. He's like, no, that was a dream. No.
Yeah, it was a really fucked up dream. I don't know what we were doing that night.
Yeah, Gavin was screaming and I remember I tried to leave the hospital, but there was a big chain on the door, and this thing that was arms, it was just all arms, like grabbed me, and then Dr. Haverly, you? No. They took me back to my room. They said it was just a dream, but he kind of rolls up his sleeve. Dreams don't leave marks. And he has like a hand like grip mark on his arm. No. I did this to myself, I think.
No, I don't think no. Actually, I think you're really intelligent. I don't think you would do something like this to yourself.
Who are you again?
I'm just your friend, Jared.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna move away from this situation.